Looking again, you know, the Des mentioned a bit. John Olsen back on the jet as we have a little A pressure here. John Olsen back on the jet, and PTC goes to that breach from their previous play of how they would have sorted this map out. So a little more utility brought to the squad, but still the opening shots of this man right here, Johnny O, coming up strong.
And it looks like, so full sense off of that pick A, they managed to establish heaven control, but the spike never left garage. So
that's true.
Off of Cloud9, they saw that, they started to rotate back. John Olsen now starting to work his way forward onto the site as the rest of full sense follows, and Cloud9 have given up space. They're still playing close by, but they're willing to give up the site, allow it to go down, and then they're going to fight for the retake. They've already lost one, 12 seconds left. Gotta get the spike down, they do so.
Where do they decide? They're packed in pretty well to the back of the site. Utility on the side of Cloud9. Looks like a few smokes, a bit of that breach util to get themselves back in the turret for the flank watch. And they're going to have to watch the flank because PTC could have the round in his hands.
Well, on the utility, well, he's burned it all at this point, but you're right, the flank is going to be there. Zeta's managed to get 2 kills, but there's PTC. You called it, Riv. He's got 2 in front of him. Lammy Snacks gets the last. Full Sense wins the pistol. This is an excellent start. Full Sense, they're still riding this bonus. I like this aggression coming up from Cloud9 towards A here.
Yeah, why not? They haven't really pressured Full Sense yet. The first gun round, why don't they? And Leaf and Zeppa come up big, Doug.
And Full Sense tried pushing into that aggression, and they got punished for it. John Olsen and Superbus have both dropped. Cloud9 with the numbers advantage, and now they peel back a bit, see how they want to reset the situation. The spike is going to rotate back towards mid in the hands of PTC, as you were just saying. Wonder if we're waiting for Zeta, to get the fault line. It just came online. And if the flash had enough info,
oh boy,
you may have had something going there again. You see Zeta, he's already set up for it. They're just waiting for the cue, right? They're there, and that very well should be it because a couple of kills have been traded. There's a fault line that we were just talking about, pushes them back. The spike, once again, still hasn't made it onto the site, and this time we're down to 15 seconds left.
C9 stack the A site, no utility.
Gravity Well was used a bit early. The Nanostorm hasn't. Oh, actually, it just went off. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, observers, for catching that right on time. Now, Full Sense trying to get onto the site. A couple of kills have been traded. Mitch still anchoring backside. He hasn't moved an inch, and he hasn't had to up until now. Leaf's able to take one of them back. He's still up in heaven. There's Mitch. We just called on him a moment ago. Tries to and manages to get Cloud9 into a 2v2 in this situation. Leaf caught with utility out. Mitch, the anchor, in a position to make a big play for Cloud9. He's in this 1v2 though. That's brutal. Full ultimates no less. They've managed to get onto the site. There's only one left, and that's Lammy Snacks, making sure there's nobody rotating down ramps, which is where Vanity would end up if he continues this route. The Rolling Thunder comes through and it pushes him all the way back. But John Olsen drops. The Showstopper's going to fall as well. Zeppa clearing out space. He goes down. He isn't able to land the shots, but the Spectre does. It's all right. The Judge gets one as well as it all falls down to Superbus to try to make this happen here. He's going to get a chance. Oh, my goodness. That
rope. Because what do they get? Heaven? Still have to get to sight. Right. C9 playing it very patient. Oh, my gosh. Zeta throws out the Rolling Thunder to just deny anything. 20 seconds left, Doug.
Well, and they want, oh, what was that? Zeppa drops. PTC swings around. You mentioned the Rolling Thunder. They also dropped the Seekers as well, and they spotted that there were a couple players mid. You see the Cosmic Divide coming out, as the Defenders does as well. Lockdown. 3 ultimates on the site here. The Spike still just now making its way onto the site. And you've got Vanity in a brutal spot as Vanity and Mitch. Leaf gets in on it as well. It's a clean sweep onto the site once Full Sense made their way there. Cloud9 respond beautifully.
That was incredible. Here comes the defuse. Vanity looks down, and they're gonna be able to get it there. Mitch stays alive even with
Lammy Snacks. You see a couple of pings on your mini-map looking towards back B site, so it looks like that's where they want to go. But guess what? Mitch isn't letting you in. That operator, he's been so good with it, and he just continues to cause problems. There's nowhere that's safe. You can't go in towards garage. You can't work your way up mid as well. Cloud9 causing serious problems for Full Sense here. Zeppa gets the last on the round. Cloud9 gets a 5.
Very possible round here for Full Sense.
2 members of Cloud9, they're on B. They're going to have to make something happen. Zeppa not able to do so. Do you check Vanity in this spot? He's still playing back garage, plays his life, plays around some of the utility as well as Chala gets the spike down. You see the other remaining members of Cloud9 now starting to show up. The Viper Spit comes through out from Lammy Snacks as Vanity.
That kind of gets
mad. Laddie's going in! Oh, he's able to take her Lammy Snacks, but Chala takes him out as well. A 2v2 for the side as the operator not able to land the first time, but the Frenzy does, as they're going to get the defuse as well. Mid, back towards Ramen and didn't spot anyone. So that's why you see him playing a bit more cautiously.
Right? Might need to be A.
Rotated off. Yeah, exactly. But now they know, and Mitch able to get the first. You can see the lockdown's gonna come out as well. Zeppa's dropped. Woo!
Wow.
Shot on this thing.
I mean, you technically have a third person, right? You don't need Vandy there. He's going to throw off the Astra util 2 in sight, are distracted by the turret, and that could be enough, Doug.
And there was the op that we talked about, the grabby one, kept the first player at bay. Mitch gets a second one onto PTC. He's about to have another one up close. John Olsen swings around, drops him. Vanity does the same right back. Vanity's going to have to win this 1v1. He isn't able to do so, but Zeta has shown up. 3 seconds left. Make that none as Riv throws his pen across the desk, and Cloud9 gets to 9. Hell of a half for Cloud9. We're going to throw it to the desk to break down what they saw.
Just want to stay or wait for the turret to trigger so they can play off of that, but Mitch is going to peek first. Big dink onto John Olsen. Massive. Think twice about doing that again. Leaf's going to do the same, and there's the push coming in as PTC, or sorry, Chalala wants to get the aggression onto Garage, and it's not going to happen on Mitch.
No, it's not working, and even if he had somehow gotten that, there were 2 other members from Cloud9 who were rotating back onto the site, so the guy was a sitting duck. He was surrounded. Lamy snacks up in heaven. That's an excellent shot. Superbuzz keeping things interesting as well. Mitch in this 1v2, they're both so weak. All he has is a classic to work with, though, and he's certainly worse for wear as well. 1. That's the key. He had to isolate that gunfight. He still has his classic jumping around, waiting to see where Superbus is going to push this. Patience! Superbus lands the shots.
From the ultimate, if he can get it this round, it pretty much solidifies it. So a kill on him would be huge.
Oh,
Chalala.
That's huge. Talk about huge. Chalala is the only one on the site, too. So he had to go big there as Vanity dropped. Chalala still is going to have his hands full, but he has full armor. He has full health. And he's got 2 targets before him, but he drops! PTC, the last one on the site here in this 1v2. Both members of Cloud9 so weak. The spike just now starting to go down. I like the use of utility to delay PTC's advancement to go forward, create path for the spike to go down. Zeta's up top in heaven. He gets 3 on the round. Cloud9 get to 10. Either a kill or get an ult orb. They can do something with those.
Vanity's like, hey, I'm in sight. And with the way Full Sense is playing this, it's, hey, will post-plant execute? But the trades haven't been there. The timing hasn't been there. So you're going to give Cloud9 a full sight when you've had trouble taking it back. Full Sense is definitely putting the pressure on themselves.
TC with the flash.
Oh, that's huge.
Able to get it, but yeah, it's traded right back. The spike still hasn't made its way onto the site. You've got Chalala, who's still playing up in heaven on this side of the Astra smoke. It drops. He's able to land the shots onto Leaf and manages to stay alive. Right, damage has been done. Spike's still not down. Now it's going to go down. Zeta has a Rolling Thunder, too.
Yes, good call.
Spike planted.
I don't think they can get Chalala over anybody for that neural uplink, so they're not going to be able to figure out where they can get the frags left. They have the flank from Mitch, Doug. The post plant set up. Will Full Sense keep this off game point?
And remember, he just has a Bulldog, and Zeta only has a Spectre. But once they feel where the pressure's coming from, they may be able to get something going. Here they go. The dash comes through out from John Olsen. That's going to trigger the Rolling Thunder. As you see, John Olsen made his way around Pillar Zeppa. Clue creeping his way forward from up from heaven. He gets dropped at the hands of Superbus. It all falls down to Zeta. Zeta's able to get 1. Able to get a second.
Zeta?
Oh, he's going to have to get a 3rd. Switches to the Classic. Not able to do it. Full Send should.
Yeah.
And if they decide to go here, they've got... The thing is, they don't have any pressure coming up from heaven, right? Like, they don't have any mid presence either, so it's all going to be funneled in from the same spot. And Superbus and John Olsen are able to stuff the 2 entry members of Cloud9 who don't manage to rake their way out of the site. John Olsen gets a 3rd on the round. Cloud9 get wiped. They've really got to play off of utility to make this happen. The Cosmic Divide, all sorts of ultimates coming through, and the Gravity Wall keeps Zeppa showstopper at bay, but he manages to land the shots onto PTC anyway. With that, Full Sends have given up site control. They can't fight for this. They have to attempt to do this at a retake situation.
That makes it so tough. Just on the other side of the wall. Oh my word. Zeta's going to be stuck for a moment now. Cat and mouse everywhere within B site, Doug.
3 members remain for Full Sends as they attempt to retake this thing. Zeta should have just spotted a little bit of something. Operator still in the hands of John Olsen. We're going to have to work their way forward soon. Reinforcements arriving for Cloud9 as well. John Olsen drops. Lamy Snacks does as well. It's just down to Chalala and his 10 HP, dancing around the utility, trying to make something happen. As he falls, Zeta gets to 3. Cloud9, much bigger story that goes off throughout the round. So even like that opening duel and the positioning that was set up opened up so much more. And now we see some more of that going down as 2 kills have been traded. Back and forth, the spike rotating back mid. You still have John Olsen with the operator back towards A, and that seems like where Cloud9 want to go. The problem is, Leaf, you rat. You're going to get the timing just right, aren't you? Right into John Olsen. He spots the barrel of the operator. This is surely not one of those moment images taken right before disaster. No, John Olsen's operator drops. The site's been cracked open. Cloud9 should be able to work their way in very effortlessly.
Beautifully taking space. That was incredible. Especially without Vanity, you don't have smokes to go down. So everything you do now only gets a little bit of utility from Raze or from Sky. That's incredible. Leaf made it that far.
Good flash to get info that somebody's creeping in from defender spawn, and that is PTC. He's slowly, surely creeping his way out, trying to do so safely. A little bit of dueling breaches as fault lines comes through. The gravity well there is there as well to keep Zeta in a brutal spot. Cosmic Divide dropping, Leaf playing first contact. The flash comes out, and there it goes. Yeah, man, they just fall apart. There was just nothing to it. Full sense crumble. They're late on the map. Cloud9 take first map, 13-7. And Cloud9 more often than not is going to play an A, and guess what? That's exactly where they are. So full sense, they stack 3 that way. The opening tag on the Leaf pushes him back, and PTC continues to move forward. But are you going to check the 50? Oh, baby, yes, you are. PTC with the opener.
And that was a tag on 3. With the 0 point from Zeppa, so they're just hanging to see if those 3 will push. Shots now coming in, 65 HP.
Look at where Vanity is. Oh, okay, forget it. For a moment, I was going to say, look at where Vanity is, and naturally I cursed him. And he dies.
No.
What?
Okay.
Full sense still with the numbers advantage here, though, although they've looked better, right? John Olsen down to 50 HP, PTC to 65, Chalala still healthy. And the spike still no further to making it onto the site.
Just one of the rounds. I think people on both sides forgot to tie their shoes. We're just getting situated on Breeze. Zeta says, thank you very much. Finds the audio shot as they drop right out of vent.
What a lunatic. He just drops down and takes the fight. John Olsen left in this 1v1. Zeppa's so weak, the ghost shot's not going to land. Cloud9 won the pistol.
Onto the side of Full Sense.
Vanity went back and he picked up the spike, and I think they've been lulled into thinking that this may be safe because Vanity peeked out. Okay, they are going to rotate off, but oh, John Olsen took mid.
So big. What a Vandal grab, too. A Vandal second round could play against Cloud9 here. You have to be kidding me. If anybody can get to John Olsen, this would be huge, but it looks like they just want to keep it and allow him to play this situation himself.
They don't have a chance. They don't have time. And you saw the members of Cloud9 were still split. There were 2 in defender spawn. You still have Zeta alive, but you had Leaf back up in defender spawn, excuse me, while the other 2 were in attacker spawn. They were split. The spike was nowhere around. A thrifty round win for Full Sense.
Did you get it?
3A. I know I called back to what Jess said on the desk earlier, but I've got to mention it again. It's just Vanity who peeks out. PTC decapitates him. And the flash, too, to make sure nobody's creeping forward. He gets another one across mid. That the hit is going to end up on B. Mitch working his way forward. He doesn't have the spike, but Zeppa does. Yeah, and they both drop.
Spike down.
Great awareness by Full Sense there to back up. Zeppa's knife just missed both Super Bus and Chalala in there in B, and they were able to execute back onto what was happening from C9. So nice play, knowing 0 point would come in there for C9 from Full Sense.
Not the start we expected.
10 seconds left.
Out from Cloud9, it all kind of turned Riv when they lost round 2, right? Like when Full Sense was able to thrifty their way into a gun advantage, into an economic advantage, a prime gaming flawless coming out from Full Sense. Mentioned now working across mid, as we saw. He found success here before, and he's going to get a chance to do it again. The drone was there, and it didn't matter. Leaf able to trade that out, though, and the drone's going to continue to clear the way. Seekers come through. Amistex has to give the space up as the door goes down. The spike still hasn't made its way onto the site, but the members of Cloud9 have cleared the path, right? Like, there are no remaining members of Full Sense on the site. It's just Chalala who's working his way up tube. He's going to have to dance around the smoke. Able to land the shots onto Vanity. That was well played. The neural theft coming out as well. Riv, they're going for this.
It seems like nothing will stop them at this point. They have the momentum, they have the money, they can lose the round, so why not push a little bit and see what else you can tag onto C9. 3 members sit in the site. 2 members of Full Sense trying their best.
Yeah, Leaf able to get the third. Chalala left in a 1v3. Shockdar keeping him back. Just to figure out, number 1, how the heck do you get onto the site? Number 2, how do you deal with the members that are on the site? And then if you manage to get to do those 2, you have to defuse the spike as well. Play around the time, and it doesn't look like any of that is going to happen, as he doesn't even get out the gates for that list. Cloud9 should get the second. Leaf is going to save the op into the next round as well, unless...
Yeah.
No, Leaf gets 4. I'm sure there's nobody working in through mid. Here we go. The null command, the blade storm forward.
They have Viper Spit too.
Oh, Leaf doesn't get a chance to do anything. The timing was so good. Skills go back and forth. They still have control of the site. You've got the Viper Spit, as you mentioned, but Chalalala able to keep things interesting, at least for now, with 3v3 onto the site. Zeta looking to get the spike down. The other 2 members of ProSense now starting to show up as Zeta dances around his utility, making sure there's no one on the flank is Zeppa. And PTC, my goodness, you bold man. Oh, he's got a shorty. He doesn't get a chance to fire that either. Numbers still in favor of Cloud9. Spike ticking away. The ult goes down. Superbus left alone in that 1v2. They've got an excellent crossfire too, Riv. This is so brutal to swing your way around. You're going to have to deal with both of them. And Vanity able to land things. The shots gets a 3rd.
Won't make him privy to anything else.
The door goes up. Vanity goes down, but Leaf takes one down with him. Now they can work through this, and there's going to have to be off of Zeta finding some space, right? You hear the Hunter's Fury comes out. John Olsen gets a bullet right into his mouth as Leaf swings around and takes care of him. Zeta does as well, but PTC can do a bit of the same with an op-up zone. The spike still not down yet. Now Zeppa's able to do it. The shock dart, woo! Gift delivered.
Touchdown on that one.
PTC having to creep his way up. We mentioned that he has an operator. He only has 70 HP on his positions and given away as well. He's not able to take care of the cam either. Shalala drops on your mini map, and he hasn't made his way towards B. I wonder if Zeppa tries to get in on it as well. Where's the challenge come from? Oh, right there. Yep.
A few more trippies up in that hallway now for Chalalala. Oh, PTC with 1. Can he find another one? The dash, and it's going to be a kill on the lead from John Olsen.
This is a pistol round for full sends. Now they're going to upgrade a couple of weapons. They've managed to get 1. The blade storm should. Oh, Zeta drops.
Those are the trades, Doug. Those are the trades that we saw before.
And now the spike is in a horrible spot for Cloud9. In this 2v4, they do still have 2 rifles to work with. That helps.
Vanity, you're disgusting.
Yeah, forget the rifles. If you can do it with the snake bite, Vanity trades that out, and that's one of the 2 vandals that Full Sense had.
PTC, a decent lurk. There's 1, crisp shot. Another one. Oh, he runs out of ammo. It's not going to be enough.
But Chalalala makes it enough. I wonder if this is just like a feel things out. The thing is, they don't have info of anything else on the map, so it's hard to rotate away here. You're going to have to be so careful about checking everything. A great kill out from Zeta off the Shark Dart. That should probably be the committal. So now they want to go. They drop the Viper's Pit as well as they morph their way forward. You've got Leaf, who's got an aggressive angle to make sure nobody's coming in from bridge or under it, but op shots flying through the ult as the Hunter's Fury comes out as well. That's going to reposition Zeppa. He's got to stay alive or he's got to dance around it. No, he falls.
Spike down A.
That's a tough one. Wet socks and a Hunter's Fury. You never love it.
It's a bad day.
Yeah, it's a bad day. PTC down to off the op to a Vandal to make the retake a little bit easier, as now it's the 3v3, Doug.
Spike ticking away. You've got Leaf, who's taken more of a defensive position as the other 2 members of Cloud9 are playing in the smoke. Make that 1 as Vanity drops and the ult's going to fall with him. Zeta playing his Type 50. Nice shots onto PTC at 2v2. Zeta's so weak and Leaf is as well.
Zeta with these quick peeks, always so good.
Oh, there it was! A 1v2! Lamisix has to stay alive. Lamisix gets into a 1v1, but Leaf wins that one.
0 point comes out. Nobody's close. That means Leaf can get right into the face of somebody who's next up in line to go down from the Blade Storm.
Yeah, but he took some damage. Chalalala swinging out as well. The Blade Storm, there it is, out from Leaf. A 3v3. Nice shots out from Chalalala. Man, he's been so big in this round for Full Sends. But he's so weak now.
He's just trying to buy time with his gates. He says, you can't see me, hopefully. Dodging out the shock darts, and now he's going to have the rest of his team to back him up.
A 3v3 to close out the round. Zeppa's 1 point away from having that null command online. Vanity's in a bit of an awkward spot here. As soon as he decides to go forward, that trip's going to go down. Yeah, it is. And that allows him to get past it. They're not expecting that he's there, but PTC stays alive, dashes away to safety. Zeppa drops, Ladies next gets 2, and PTC gets the last. Have that nade to work with, and Leaf is holding mid as well. That's going to push Superbus back, and there's that knife that we were talking about. Again, still has the nade to work with, but creeping his way forward. The nade drops. Chalalala looking to get the spike down. Should be able to do so. Man, they cut it so close every time. That's a heck of a shock dart, though.
Almost gets the tag to get the kill. Leaf's gonna answer with a second one on the round, but they drop 2-3 now from Full Sense's side.
A 2v2, all that remains. Vanity with 54 HP as he tries to retreat. He tries to stay alive. Mitch much healthier, creeping his way forward as well. You see him wrapping around the two remaining members. Superbus is in a really good spot, though. If they don't check that 50, it's going to spell disaster. Oh, Chalala comes up big, but Mitch gets it to a 1v1.
Bring around the Rosie.
17 HP as he got to buy time. He tries to go up top. He lands the shots. Hands full.
Look at that. Walls up, smokes up, doesn't get seen, but it is going to be all 5 here from Full Sense.
Oh, I think that may have been a bit of a misfire for PTC. He tried going in aggressive to take the angle, to take the fight into Vanity, but the slight misstep falls apart, but Lammy Snacks does not! He doesn't fall apart at all, and John Olsen gets in on it as well. Mitch is left alone. He's in a 1v3, but he's so far away. Guess what? They're coming. Mitch. He's got so much work to do, and he doesn't check that early 50. Lammy Snacks with 4.
Take flight.
This is very slow play. Again, Full Sense is going to bring it down to the wire to try and plant and pressure C9 into moving immediately to use that utility correctly in the 45 seconds. The plan is down.
There's Fury coming out from Zeta. A couple of tags
Oh, this is
potentially,
scary
but no
now.
kills landed yet. Oh, and John Olsen drops. Mitch is playing in this corner. My goodness, Cloud9, they just mow over them. The neural theft is there as well as they fall apart.
Benz, this is what they want to do. Is it the right call, though, is the question. Now that Full Sense is all in, the 5v5 retake begins.
Oh, there it is, and it's an excellent start for Cloud9 as PTC drops, so John Olsen's able to take it right back. A 4v4 remains. As you see that knife coming through, Lammy still has that Hunter's Fury. They're going to have to pinch around the flank, and that's exactly what Cloud9 do. Vanity and Mitch show up at just the right time to stop the safety valve that Full Sense had. They drop him. Vanity gets the defuse as well, and you're more equipped to be able to do so, and they send Zeta over to A. And that's exactly where Full Sense are going.
The clock ticks down once again. Full Sense go for the pressure round here. C9 looks to read it. Vanity hasn't left just yet, but 4 members of C9 waiting to defend this as PTC opens it up nicely.
Mitch is going to have to go big there, and he's not able to do so. He was in a really good spot, but just wasn't able to convert it into anything. Vanity, who we mentioned earlier on in the round, was still over by B, and his ultimate, he drops. As Full Sense get the spike down, you're hearing some of the cheers already early on as Full Sense know that this is really just a formality. The rest of the round is at this point, as they should get to 9.
Quick span from Vanity. Lammy Snacks coming up with a pretty big round himself, too, with the dive through. But Superbus could have a frag here right on the other side. He sees the gun. He sees it.
Oh, there it is.
Does he get a second one, though?
No, he's not. Zepa still looking for that to come up. Yeah, but no, he drops. He does take Chalala with him, but he falls. Numbers, Full Send, still 20 seconds left in the round as the spike goes down. They've managed to take control of A. Both Vanity and Mitch now start to approach the site. The camera goes down, but they did get a tag on one, and I like how they're approaching this, right? They're approaching this from different directions. They're going to try to push in at the exact same time, see if they can divide the attention of the members of Full Sends that are on the site and make something happen, but it's slow. It's a bit too slow as Vanity falls. Mitch left alone in this 1v3. They don't know where he is. That's the one benefit, but you have so many eyes looking your way. As soon as you get one, everyone's going to be there. Full Sense tie us up at 10, baby. For it, and we're seeing some of that utility already come through, but Vanity's going to get pushed back. Are they expecting Leaf? They are now, as he's able to get the second. This aim is magnetic. He just snaps onto PTC's head, and now they push forward. Vanity's still alive as he gets one as well, but now Chalala has shown up. Chalala has shown up, but Vanity keeps things back. Lammy Snacks left alone as he falls. Cloud9 tie us up at 11. What a hold!
Nowhere to run!
Hunter's Fury going to be coming out just to try to go up the gut and disperse where C9 might be hiding.
They want to go. Zeta's already been dropped. Now you see Vanity hightailing it over, and he's going to have to make it there quick. Superbus gets the spike down. The Viper's Pit's going to come down as well. We'll see if there's enough of a counter. No, Zepa drops. Superbus dancing around it. Superbus gets a second as he continues to move forward into his jellies. They're going to have to fight into caves because the 3 remaining members are back there. Superbus on 3. But what can Leaf do? No, Leaf falls apart. Full Sense get to 12.
Right here.
As they think through how they want to do things, but they want to go. The Trailblazer's going to be the opener. How much further do they get? 2 Jets with Blade Storms playing around halls. They still haven't made their way in, Riv.
If Zepa can capitalize on one frag, he null commands the entire site. He is trying to get that so tough right now. The first one up in the fray. PTC starts it off.
Oh, and there it is. Zepa gets it, and you call the null command. It's going to be a 4v4 for the site, and Zepa goes huge. Zeta does as well. Lammy Snacks left alone, and he falls apart. We're going to overtime. We're not done with Breeze yet.
Oh, my word, the dominoes falling into place now.
It's an overtime. If you choose to buy the operator, you don't have enough to afford armor. So as you said, you're as naked as a jaybird. The drone's there. Oh, he's got the angle, but he doesn't land the shots. Leaf destroys him, and that's going to allow Cloud9 to get onto the side as Leaf gets a second. Full send's already down to 3.
A really risky play for overtime, Doug. No need to be a superhero right off the start, but imagine the first shot, the second, right? It's always looking back on it, what could have been the call there. But I think the one and done for an opposition was not the right one as C9 start to tack on more frags for the round. Superbus, he's done quite a bit, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it all here.
Okay, so he is going to be able to do something.
A little bit of something.
Yeah, but how much more can you do with his 70 HP? You've got shock darts, you've got flashes, you've got the kitchen sink thrown your way. The Superbus has to back up a bit. But if the dart didn't give him info of where he is, the knife does. Superbus with the spike ticking away. Not able to do much. As Leaf gets the third, Cloud9 win the first round of overtime, full sends.
No one at all. We saw C9 playing a bit of the full retake earlier. This time the flanks won't be as effective with the utility up of Chalalala. So it's a 5v5 for possibly your final round here as C9 looks to move on in Champions.
First bit of utility, second bit of utility, clear it out off of that. Superbus swings out back towards caves to make sure there's nobody creeping forward. And what that does is that separates full sends a bit. They're all tunneled back into caves.
That's
you
tough.
Called it, Riv. It's going to be a straight up slugfest for the site. We'll see if Superbus can get the flank all the way around.
He's the
to
one.
Get back onto Cloud9. He's going to have to go big here. The setup is there. First couple of kills have been traded. Here comes Superbus. We talked about him going in through double doors. He spotted Mitch.
He holds.
The gun discipline is there. He spotted a
Wait,
second one as well. But Vanity's going to get to the field.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Setup was there, and the thieves in the night. The Dark Horse stays alive. They live to fight another day, and they send full sends home.
Cloud9 are no strangers to a lower bracket run, and they start off with a victory.